Okay, I know I said I was never gonna do a tier list because I didn't believe in them, but I figured maybe I should do a tier list for low elo players in terms of like how to grind your way to Celestia. What are the best heroes to do that with? So yeah, I'm gonna jump right into the tier maker here, and we're gonna start off with the Adam Warlock here. Adam Warlock, uh, definitely gonna have to put him in S tier. If you know how to hit your shots, and you know when to time your soul bond for when the flankers are engaging. If you know how to tell your team how to do a dry push in and like get the enemy team to waste their ultimates, and you're hiding off in a corner and you hit your ult to res everyone, easy S tier. Just win the fight off of a massive res alone just by knowing how to do that. So yeah, he's definitely going in S tier. Black Panther, it gotta be S tier. Like if you this Black Panther, like if you are snorting your if you're crushing up and snorting your Adderall, this character is going to take you places. You are going to assassinate people in the back line before they even have a chance to react. There's nothing that they can do about it. If you know how to target prioritize, he is an absolute menace. Definitely S tier. Black Widow, uh, still S tier. I'm gonna have to say S tier. She is, I know she's one of those ones that people don't think much of, but it's because it's a high skill, high reward character. If you are hitting shots from a mile away, whether they're one shots or not, you can just shoot past the tanks and you can get great angles. And even if you dive up on her, like good widows can defend themselves real well with her kit. So yeah, definitely S tier. Hulk, I'm gonna have to put my team up boy in S tier for sure. Other than just the team ups, I mean, like he's got great survivability. His shield is insane. His ability to stall by stunning someone is crazy. Like someone could be, doing some sort of terror. It could be ulting or something. He just immobilizes them and shuts them down. Definitely S tier. Captain America. Oh, clearly S tier. There is nobody better at controlling the objective, better than Captain America. Easily, like the one of the best tanks in the game. Like you don't even need to get kills. You can run the game. You can go 0-0 all game and end up winning just because of the fact that you never let the payload move anywhere. Um, Cloak and Dagger, undervalued, underappreciated. You farm your ult super fast. You give amplified healing. You give amplified damage, and then when you build your ult, you just you pincer in an entire team. Like a lot to manage, a lot to think about having two characters in one, but clearly still S tier. Strange, clearly S tier. I mean, the dude bursts everybody. Like massive shield, burst, TP, strong strategy, one of the best ults for a tank in the game. This guy is an absolute murderer. Like if you are focused, if you want to secure the objective by getting kills, Strange is your man. For sure. Groot, S tier. Clearly. Like it's May, but with more walls. Like, that's insane. Like, if you love building forts as a kid, Groot is the character for you, 100%. That just wall off the tank, block off the heals, hit a massive alt, like, stuff is going down. He does damage, he, changes the environment. Like, he's clearly S tier. Hawkeye, oh, S tier, dude. Like, one-shotting people from across the map. Like picks are huge in this game. How would that not be super valuable? Oh, and speaking of valuable, like Hella, same thing. Just it's not one shots, but it's basically close enough. Like we're talking characters where if you can hit your shots, these characters are just going to carry you all the way on mechanics alone. Like if you play Call of Duty and you are better at aiming than the rest of us, these characters are meant for you. Oh, Iron Fist, oh S tier. It's like the sleeper pick from season 0. People were like, "No, this character's trash," and like, no, you had people with the highest win rate possible on Iron Fist of all characters. Like, if you know when to engage and when to disengage and how to stay alive, like, you can clearly kill. I had a game where an Iron Fist went like 10 and 10, but he was the reason that his team won. We went full anti-dive to try and deal with him, and we still couldn't kill him most of the time. Like, clearly S tier. Iron Man, sleeper pick for sure. People don't play him correctly. People think he's just too easy to kill because people just aren't playing him the right way. But that unibeam is brutal, and with the team up with the gamma, like definitely S tier. Jeff, 100% win rate. Jeff, S tier, clearly 100% S tier. People who are Jeff mains are terrorists. The attention resource that he pulls off of you and your team is crazy. Like I can't think of anyone better than Jeff. Loki, S tier, 100%. The only character in the game with, like, a decent immortality, like and he can copy whatever broken ult you need at the time. You can copy a Star-Lord ult if you need a DPS ult, you can copy a defensive ult if you need to survive that, like, good Loki mains are hard to come by, but when you find a good one, like, man, it is a nightmare to deal with. Just absolutely great at shutting people down and keeping them from taking objectives and timing that totems is huge. Luna, S tier, all the time, always. 12 seconds of not being able to play the game, are you kidding me? With CC, burst heals, if you are mechanically good at hitting your shots, that is definitely the healer for you. Magic S tier, burst one-shotting even Lunas out of their ult. Like, are you kidding me? If you are really, really good at hitting that one-shot combo, like, you will shut down even the strongest defensive ults and entire teams. Definitely S tier, definitely one I wanna learn. Magneto, S tier. Like, most versatile tank I think that there is. You can hit your shots from range, you have bubbles to help enable yourself or enable your team, you have an ultimate that can shut down, the Luna or Cloak if you hit it right. You can shut down squishies as well, like Punisher, definitely S tier. Mantis, S tier. Yeah. I mean, have you tried doing creative things like hitting your ult at the same time with Wanda and just traveling together as you give her a speed boost as well as a heal and just blowing up the enemy team? It's fantastic. It's amazing. Top of that, she gets damage, damage boost to her allies, making Widow able to one shot. You have a sleep to be able to shut down flankers. Like, definitely S tier. Moon Knight. There's nobody who farms ult in the game faster than Moon Knight. S tier, 100%. You can just win off of farming ults alone half the time. Like, you just I had a Moon Knight in one of my games, farmed 3 ults by the time I got 1. It was crazy. Definitely S tier. No more S tier, 100%. Shuts down flankers, shuts down Spider-Man. Uh, huge damage, absolutely amazing hero. If you know how to position well and you know how to, flank with confidence, that hero is the one for you. Penny, underrated, S tier for sure. There's a few people who didn't play her because they thought that she was just weak, but I think Siegel has shown us just how underappreciated and powerful this hero is. More people need to hop onto her. Psylocke, 100% Psylocke, S tier, 100%. Like, yeah, being able to cloak in, get an assassination, and get out. Oh man, like, the amount of stuff that you can do as Psylocke is crazy. One of the most versatile kits in the game. Just all a great all well-rounded hero. Definitely Punisher S tier. You get close up damage with the shotgun, so you can fight off tanks and you can help your backline. You can hit the flyers out of the air. And when you ult, you can shred even tanks. Doesn't even matter. Anybody who's in front of you is going to die for sure. If you know how to position well, you know how to play your cover, and you know how to rotate. Punisher is crazy good. Rocket S tier, 100%. You can heal consistently from range. You can hit your flankers all the way in the back by banking your healing orbs off of the back of the walls. And you can defend yourself and your other supports from tanks who are diving on you. Like, this dude is crazy. Plus, you get a res every 45 seconds. So when that DPS ultimately makes a mistake by overextending too far and doing something stupid, they get to come back and do it again. Yeah, definitely S tier. Wanda S tier, 100%. Also, another underappreciated hero that people finally woke up to. I figured it out in season 0 when people were just like banning Namor and they're just like, oh, how do we deal with like these flankers? Just like Scarlet Witch, 100%. Like, I have seen Scarlet Witch players land some crazy ults too and get value out of them by playing with their team, playing with the Invisible Woman ult or playing with Magneto Bubble. And to top it off, she can shut down Psylocke, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, like, absolutely crazy. Spider-Man S tier for sure. You get nothing, one of the highest skill characters, but man, when there's a good Spider-Man, it feels like you don't get to play the game. There is some wonky stuff that this character can do that I'm not sure is entirely fair, but if you can do it, you're gonna carry your games with ease just by being a menace. Squirrel Girl S tier, 100%. You're blowing up Groot walls, you're charging your ult fast, and those squirrels are scary. Like, I know that you can shoot them and kill them, but if you don't get the chance and there's a lot of chaos going on, you throw it mid fight instead of like at the start, so that way they can't even get a chance to focus it. everyone's just gonna die. It's crazy. The amount of times that I've thought I've been safe and I've been, attacked and killed in the back by a bunch of squirrels is too many. Um, Star-Lord, another well-rounded character, one of the best ults in the game as far as I'm concerned. Great ability to reposition. His ability to assassinate is crazy. Damage output is high. Really good at playing with his team and pressuring tanks out. I definitely put him in S tier. Storm, clearly S tier. This character is wild. Like the amount of damage output that she can do is insane. You can charge up your ult super fast. Her E is great for anti flankers. You really have to respect her space. And I will admit that when I first played her in season 0, when the different game first came out, I didn't really understand it. Now that people have woken up to figuring out how strong she is, man, she is definitely scary. Thor, definitely S tier. Thor players, they were wise in the beginning. As everyone was thinking that Thor wasn't very good, there were some people who were like, "Nah, man, you don't understand." This guy's a bully. I've seen a lot of people when Wolverine was being played, thinking that, oh, there's nothing you can do if you're a tank and there's a Wolverine. The Thor players are like, nah, I'm gonna eat that fool. Yeah, Thor players definitely S tier. Venom, S tier. You get that Spidey team up, you get Venom, you get those duo players who are Venom Spidey players in teams in ranks. Man, yeah, that's gnarly. But even just besides that, when Venoms know how to time their ultimates instead of just using it randomly, but use it with their team in conjunction with their team and like being able to like blow people up, like it's wild. Like good Venoms get banned for sure. Bucky, everyone knows Bucky's S tier. Great survivability, great burst. Uh, team up with Rocket is insane. Being able to pull people out of position and even if it's a tank and pull them into your team, like that person's gonna die. And speaking of tank shredders, Wolverine definitely S tier, 100%. You win by just uh, pulling pulling people out of position and especially if it's a tank and just absolutely shredding them. Still one of the hot ones to get banned. Mr. Fantastic. I'm still gonna have to put him in S tier. There's not many people who have figured out his kit, but to those who have, I think that the characters in this game who are really good at staying alive are really good at controlling the objective. Those are to me some of the best characters in the game, and Mr. Fantastic is one of those heroes that just doesn't die. To the people who figured out how to make him work, I respect them. When everyone else was thinking this character was weak, they were like, "Nah, you just don't understand." And we're gonna see some amazing Mr. Fantastic players in the future. I know it. Invis Woman, definitely S tier. Push, pull, shield. The damage ball at the one of the best ults in the game. Being able to go invis herself, like being able to pull people out of position is huge. The amount of times that I have been pulled into a terrible position and forced to use my cooldowns to just try and survive is too many. Like this character is clearly S tier. And speaking of other Fantastic Four members, the thing, oh man, just shuts down dive, one of the best ults in the game. Works great with Invisible Woman. Like this character is just too good. Like he's too good at everything. It feels like I just feel like he never dies. I don't even fully understand how his kit works still, and yet good thing players can just dish out a shit ton of damage and just stay alive forever. It seems. Human Torch, underappreciated. Clearly, got to go on S tier. There's not many people who figured out how to play him, but I have seen some absolutely nasty Human Torch players. A lot of people are sleeping on him, and because of the fact that not many people play him, not many people know how to play against him either. So there's a few Torch players out there that have realized this, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna abuse the fact that everyone doesn't know what to do yet." So yeah, definitely gonna have to put them in S tier. Anyway, well, that looks like it looks like I got through all the heroes. So, that was my tier list for what heroes are good to carry you to Celestial. Yeah, for all low elo players. Hope this was helpful. And yeah, always remember in these hero based shooters, it's the player, it's not the hero that you pick.